Hi, I'm Donovan Rose of Hampton Nation. For the next few months, I'd like to share with you our coaches and players' views of what it takes to build leaders and champions. You produce, All-Americans and Player of the Years. What do you owe your success? How do you think you got to this point?
I mean, first of all, you got to give credit to God. I mean, I believe, that through Him all things are done. Second of all, you got to give credit to the student athlete. They've came and they've put forth an effort, to be successful, so that we can have some moments that we wouldn't forget. Third of all, the university. Hampton is a university that has done great things and will continue to do great things, and they push not only us as coaches, but the student athletes to meet those standards.
This past MEAC, the tournament, I know you guys had to start off play that Monday, and then Thursday, then Friday, and Saturday. And you ended up, you won the championship, but in 5 days, in 8 days, you played 5 times. And I know when you went through that, you initially had a poor season as far as under 500. You lost one of your best player. How did you get set for that, and how did you have that much success, in particular in that short amount of days?
The first thing I thought that we did that was good, and you probably don't know that until the season ends and whatever happens at the end. But I started off trying to prepare our kids to get ready for the tournament. One thing you do have, we had to understand is that, and make sure the kids understand, is that we're a one bid conference. And when you come from a one bid conference, then everything weighs on what happens in the MEAC tournament, no matter what you did throughout the year. So every day in practice, we would always tell them no one day is too high and no bad days too low. We want to make sure that we're emotionally comfortable to go into the MEAC tournament and play the best 3 to 4 games that we can play.
Now let's talk about the NCAA. I know out of all the teams, I know when you guys played Dell State at the championship, the MEAC, I said to myself, we're going to get lined up with Kentucky. That's what they're going to do. They're going to put us against Kentucky. And after you got to beat Manhattan prior to getting there. But how was it on that stage? You playing the #1 team at the time in the nation, Kentucky Wildcats. How was it, going there mentally as far as the preparation stage and playing Kentucky for the first time on national TV?
For lack of a better way to put it, it was a beautiful thing. And the one thing about getting to the NCAA tournament, we all know as coaches, is that you want to align yourself in the best way that you have an opportunity to get a win. The way that it fell for us this year, because of our regular season, we ended up playing Manhattan, which is a very good team. But we were able to go ahead and take care of business there and do the things we needed to do to get us against Kentucky. The atmosphere behind that is unexplainable. I mean, Kentucky practiced before us. There were 15,000 people, at their practice.
Wow.
In turn, we had 6,000-7,000 people at our practice.
Okay. You mentioned earlier, you talked to the press about the players. I think most of your players are coming back, and I know, again, that's a great thing to have. Are you losing anyone? And if so, talk about how important or how crucial recruiting is for you for next year.
We are losing. We had one senior this year, Emmanuel Corber. He's a fifth-year kid out of Garland, Texas. He was our backup center. Recruiting-wise, it should pay dividends, and yes, it has. We're getting some looks from some kids who before wasn't giving us the opportunity. Now, to put that in perspective, now those same kids are getting recruited by some teams and by some universities that now it does make life harder for you, just as much as it has simplified things for us. So we're after a kid that can keep us where we are now, but also put us in a situation where, maybe we can get to a Sweet 16.
I think you guys have played a lot of prominent schools, Kentucky, Syracuse, Duke, just to name a few, and you've kind of seen what it's like to be on that national stage. And here we are at Hampton University, and Hampton, like I said, you won 2 championships since you've been here, and the girls have won 5, and softball team, and the track team, and success. But now here we are. We're in another atmosphere. What is it going to take? What is it going to take to continue to keep this program elevated and to let this program grow? I mean, as far as things that can help you as a head basketball player, what is it going to take to help elevate the program?
I mean, that's a great question, and I think a lot of times it is asked, but to make sure that we answer that properly, I mean, I think the university, to put us where we are now, the university has done a great job. I mean, we have a beautiful facility to play in. The campus is beautiful. It's a program. We do have to keep up with the Joneses. You know, and one of the things that in the new age of recruiting for us now, you know, we got to make sure that our locker room is up to par with everyone else's. And not saying that it's not a good place, but we have to make it better.
Yes.
You know, the things that we want to do within the convocation center, we want to make it better. You know, we got a beautiful new scoreboard, a beautiful new floor. Now it's a couple of things cosmetically that we may want to do, you know, to help us keep up with the Joneses.